All right, Coach, at long last, you finally get to open up Summit League play. Start at home, North Dakota State and South Dakota State. What changes with Summit League opponents as opposed to non-conference matches?
I think this is the time when you get serious. When you have to go out there and you got to make all the things you've been working on throughout the preseason and then into the pre-conference season, those things all have to come together. And we're hoping to put some things together a little better than we have the last few weeks. Put a few more balls in the back of the net, kind of like we did last Sunday against Northern Iowa, and keep people off the scoreboard on our side. So not a lot of changes. We will have a little bit of a shake-up in the back with Kristen Pierce being out, but other than that, I think we're looking to move forward and continue to do things we've been working on all year.
Now, both these schools have been traditionally among the top half of the league. Is it good to open up with the traditionally stronger schools on your home turf, or would you rather wait until maybe later in the season when maybe you're hitting a different stride?
I think if you want to win conference championships, you got to play teams, in the order they come in, and you got to be able to win games. Whether it's the good teams at the beginning or the good teams at the end, you got to be able to put it all together and win those games. So I'm kind of happy to have these two at home to begin with. I think it gives us a good opportunity to establish where we're going to be in the conference very quickly, and kind of get a little measuring stick as to where we are in terms of our development.
Now, it's a little unique. The last time these two schools were here, you were playing games at Carroll Stadium. How much difference does that play with the games at Carroll Stadium for these opponents coming into a new environment?
Well, in the past, both teams have played on grass at home. However, North Dakota State has switched to artificial grass, just like we have for their home field. So won't be much of a difference for them coming in and playing us. South Dakota State does not have an artificial turf field, so we may have a little bit of an advantage on them, but they're a very well-coached team, and I know Lang prepares his teams very well for the games that they have coming up, so I'm sure they'll be practicing on artificial turf sometime this week in preparation for our game on Friday. Or on Sunday.
Now you mentioned it earlier. You put a couple goals away last time out. Offense seemed to be moving a little more crisply and going the right direction. Is that just a product of some underclassmen getting more experience and getting a little more comfortable on the field as the season goes on?
I think that's part of it. It's also just a matter of the girls gaining comfort level with each other out there on the field, knowing who's doing what their strengths are, and playing to people's strengths. That's one thing that we've talked about the girls all year long. When you have somebody who's pretty fast, you can play the ball in the space. When you have somebody who's a little better at holding defenders off, then you got to play the ball to their feet, and you have to recognize who you're playing with. In the moment, people sub in and sub out. Things happen. You got to recognize who you're playing with out there in the field. And I think our girls are doing a better job of just coming together, of being more familiar with each other out there as the season goes along.
Now, lastly, it seems like the two opponents bring a little bit of contrasting styles, and that North Dakota State has been probably a little more effective offensively, whereas South Dakota State's been among the league's best defensive teams. What sort of changes will you have to make in terms of preparation for each opponent?
I think for the most part we're worried about us, and what our focus is taking our team and making sure that we're doing the things that we've worked on doing. We want to keep people out of our net. We want to put balls in the opposing team's net. That's not going to change who we're playing against out there, but it is the focus for us is going to be on, are we executing what we want to do? We know that the other teams, they play different formations, they do different things than we do. We've had a chance to watch them on film a little bit this week, and so we kind of know what our challenges are, but for the most part it is about us executing the things we've been working all season.
All right, best of luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you very much.